Hey, what's up? I forgot where I parked, so we get to take a little walk together. I just realized I should vlog, so. Also, this video's probably gonna be a little late, which I apologize for. Alright, we're gonna film this in the car instead. Here's my advice for filming outside when it's windy. Don't ever do it. Just don't bother. So the theme for this week of vlogging is, in contrast to last week, our best day on campus, which is much nicer, much more cheerful. I had kind of assumed that this would be shot against a backdrop of warm spring days, because it's last week of March, last full week of March. But no, it snowed again, and I'm really, really angry about that. But we're gonna look past that. We're gonna get on with our lives today. We're not even gonna think about it. It's not even gonna touch us right now, alright? So for my worst day on campus, I didn't really have like a specific day, and I just kind of, made something up, because it's easier to have a bad day than a good day for me. Is that true? Oh god. Maybe not, whatever, who cares? For my best day, I do have a specific day. I have a specific example for you, which I will relay to you now. So my best day on campus actually takes place in the summer. I have that work-study job, in theology. But over the summer one year, I worked kind of the same work-study job, but for English instead of theology, because they needed a student worker over the summer, and they knew I was available, and they were like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Yes." And that's the story of how I got that job. For most of the job, we were over in St. Charles Borromeo, but then the bulk of what the job was moving the English department from there to where it is now, on the second floor of De La Salle, which is a much nicer area. Well, I mean, it's nicer, but the offices are a lot smaller. Come to think of it, Borromeo was pretty nice, office space-wise. But anyway, my best day comes after we had already moved into De La Salle, so it was nearing the end of my stint as the English student worker of the summer. One day was just a really nice day. It was sunny, it was the right sort of temperature outside, not a lot of wind, and I had brought lunch from home, and I don't know why, but I just decided to eat outside, which I never do here. But I went out and I had myself a little picnic. It was great. I brought a sandwich and chips from home. That was fine, but I just sat in the center of campus by that little clock thing. There's a bunch of flowers over there and everything. It's beautiful in the summer. And I just sat there listening to This American Life, one of my favorite podcasts. And yeah, it was a good time. Just had a little picnic, ate my food, sat in the sun, Snapchatted some friends, listened to Ira Glass tell me a fascinating story about, I can remember what even the episode was about. It was an episode about women in Afghanistan, or little girls in Afghanistan, about, trying to get education and stuff like that. So that was a really good episode. After I was done eating, I remember trying to feed some potato chips to a squirrel, who just was not having it. He was not into that. Didn't let me get very close, which is strange, because the squirrels on campus are usually very personable. Fearless, I would say. I once saw a squirrel sitting in the pine tree between, Fitz and, what is that other dorm? I don't know, I'm a commuter. Just sitting there eating a Laffy Taffy. It was all peeled back and everything, he was just holding on to it. I didn't have a phone with a camera at that time. I wish I had. Or I wish I had my camera with me, because I would have been able to capture that, but now no one believes me, but it's true. He was eating a Laffy Taffy. So that's me. That's the story of my best day on campus. It occurred at a time when there were no people here, and it was warm, which is the opposite of now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned this week for everybody's good stories of their best days on campus. Last week was a little depressing. Hopefully this week matches that in positivity and cancels out that feeling. And also we need cheering up because it freaking snowed again. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's the last of my ire towards the weather. Stay tuned for the rest of this week. Good.